Hello, everyone. Welcome to 360 on History. As always, please do check out our website 360onhistory.com, our YouTube channel 360 on History. Please go and subscribe. We need more subscriptions there. And do check us out on all the social media. Now, we are going to change our format, as I had mentioned before. But for now, we are going to continue like we did in the past. And today, we are going to talk about the role of ice ages in human evolution. Basically, we will discuss how the glacier cycles shaped our ancestors' journey through time and space. So, human evolution has been impacted by so many events over millennia, events that have shaped our physical, cognitive, and cultural development. Our species has had to deal with the pressures of surviving in all manner of harsh environments and climates, which of course drove them to innovate, migrate, and cooperate in ways that laid the foundation for modern human societies. We can gain a deeper understanding of our evolutionary history by understanding the role that the ice ages played on our species. So, we know that our planet has undergone significant changes in its climate throughout its history. It has oscillated between warm and hot periods to extremely frigid ice ages. These cycles impacted the environment and reshaped landscapes and ecosystems that were necessary for all life, including us, the humans. Therefore, the story of our survival and development is deeply intertwined with these climatic shifts, which forced our ancestors to adapt, migrate, and innovate in ways that would define our species and make it the most prolific form of life on this planet. So, let's start with what the ice ages and glacial cycles really are. Prolonged periods of colder global temperatures are known as ice ages. Such frigid temperatures lead to the expansion of continental ice sheets and glaciers, especially the ones at the poles. Earth has experienced several glacier cycles over the past 2.6 million years, and each of these has lasted tens of thousands of years. These cycles are driven by a combination of factors, including variations in the Earth's orbit, changes in atmospheric composition, and, of course, the shifts in ocean currents. During glacial periods, massive ice sheets covered much of North America, Europe, and Asia. This resulted in the dramatic reduction in sea levels and significantly altered the global climate. On the other hand, during interglacial periods, like the one we are currently experiencing, warmer temperatures and the retreat of ice sheets created more habitable environments. Both these extremes, of course, impacted us humans. Like I said before, the ice ages created harsh conditions. These acted as a crucible for human evolution, exerting immense pressures on our ancestors. They could either adapt or they could perish. As the climate became colder and less predictable, early humans faced significant challenges. Food scarcity, changing habitats, and the need for shelter against the cold were a large part of these challenges and played a pivotal role in shaping our species' physical and cognitive evolution. The human brain had been increasing since the evolutionary break from our ape cousins around 7 million years ago. This was due to several factors. However, the ice ages may have provided further impetus for our brains to grow. The increased cognitive capacity allowed our ancestors to create more complex tools, plan for the future, and develop social structures that enhanced group survival. While it is not a confirmed fact that the ice ages led to larger brains, there is a correlation. This correlation between the harsh conditions of the ice ages and the evolution of larger brains suggests that the need to solve complex survival problems drove the development of our intelligence. And then over millennia, The ice ages periodically advanced and retreated, dramatically altering the geography of our planet. Once fertile regions became inhospitable, and areas that were previously inaccessible opened up. These environmental changes forced human populations to migrate in search of more favorable conditions, driving some of the most significant migrations in human history. And one of these was that of the Homo sapiens out of Africa. Around 60,000 years ago, during a glacial period, early modern humans began migrating from Africa into Eurasia. Now, please remember that the human species, the Homo species, had migrated out of Africa even before that and had even crossed over deep into Asia. But we are specifically talking about our species, Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens migrated from Africa into Eurasia, and they were able to do this because of land bridges, such as the one connecting Asia to North Africa, created due to the lowered sea levels during ice ages. Such land bridges allowed humans to spread across the globe. These migrations resulted in the colonization of new territories, because wherever we go, we colonize. But even more importantly, they facilitated the exchange of ideas, technologies, and genetic material between different populations. This exchange was crucial for the survival of our species, as it increased genetic diversity and fostered innovation in response to new environmental challenges. The ice ages and the interglacial periods forced our ancestors to become resourceful in ways that would have lasting impacts on human culture and technology, changes that perhaps we still experience today. The colder climate and scarcity of resources meant that survival depended on the ability to innovate. Earlier hominids had used simple tools, but now the demands of the ice ages led to the development of sophisticated tools such as spears, needles, and scrapers. These tools were essential for hunting large game, which became a primary food source as plant life diminished during ice ages. The ability to hunt effectively allowed human groups to sustain themselves in otherwise inhospitable regions. The ice ages also spurred the development of clothing and shelter. As temperatures plummeted, the need for protection against the cold became critical. Early humans learned to create clothing from animal hides, and they built shelters that provided insulation from the harsh elements. These innovations were not merely practical, they were essential for survival and paved the way for more complex cultural developments, such as the creation of art and the establishment of social hierarchies. The social structures and cultures of the early humans were profoundly impacted by the ice ages, as we have just said. And the need to cooperate in the face of extreme conditions likely led to the formation of more complex social groups. These groups would have had to work together to hunt large animals, gather scarce resources, and protect each other from predators and the elements. Archaeological records provide evidence for this increased social complexity, showing a rise in symbolic behavior during the Ice Ages. In particular, cave paintings, carvings, and other forms of early art became more common, suggesting that early humans were not only surviving but also expressing themselves in new and innovative ways. Now, while we cannot with surety understand the reasons for these expressions, they may have been a way to strengthen social bonds and communicate shared values and beliefs, which were crucial for group cohesion. The need to coordinate hunting strategies during the ice ages may also have accelerated the development of languages, in fact. No doubt, one of the hallmarks of human evolution. Sharing knowledge about the environment and teaching new skills would have driven the evolution of more complex communication systems. Language, in turn, enabled the transmission of cultural knowledge across generations, ensuring that successful survival strategies were passed down and refined over time. Another interesting twist to this story is the extinction of the Neanderthals about 40,000 years ago. While this remains a complex and debated topic among scientists, we know that several factors likely contributed to their demise. One prominent theory suggests that climate change played a significant role as Neanderthals were adapted to hunt large ice age animals, and the changing climate led to the extinction of these prey species, making Neanderthals more vulnerable to starvation. Another theory suggests that the arrival of Homo sapiens in Europe introduced competition for resources. Modern humans were more technologically advanced and had more sophisticated tools and clothing, which may have given them a survival edge over the Neanderthals. Whatever happened, we do know that the ice ages did have an impact in one way or the other. The study of how ice ages influenced human evolution offers valuable insights into the ways that climate change can shape species over time. Just as our ancestors had to adapt to the changing climate of the past, we too are facing the challenges of a rapidly changing environment. We know for sure that the current phase of global warming is driven by human activity. However, understanding the natural climate fluctuations of the past can provide important context for the changes we are experiencing today. The resilience and adaptability of our ancestors serve as a reminder that humans have the capacity to innovate and survive in the face of environmental challenges. Unlike in the past, we now have the knowledge and technology to mitigate the effects of climate change and protect the ecosystems that are crucial for our survival. Thank you for joining me on 360 on History, and I'll see you again next time.